you're gonna let somebody's personal life ruin your fucking day. Nah, bitch. You know what, guys? I don't like when dumb females come on talking shit, nagging their fucking husbands or their men, right? That's really fucking irritating. Imagine if you were... Right, let's imagine you're trying to be a stepdad and you're trying to fit in to this woman's routines. And all she's doing is, I don't like it that you're doing this. I don't like it that you're doing that. I don't like it that you're doing this. And then when we try to tell her what you're doing is going to push away your man, oh, well, no, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just perfect. We don't fight. I'm not nagging. I'm not complaining. I'm not doing anything. And then they go, oh, you're just being mean to her. Oh, you're just bullying her. Oh, why are you letting somebody else's life ruin your day? My day ain't ruined. I enjoy yelling at dumb people in the fucking morning. But how are you gonna fucking sit up here and slander a fucking man that is living with you, taking care of your fucking kids, and working so he can be the provider for you? What's up, Ben?
Hey girl, do you have a son?
No, I don't. I
What
have
up, gangsters?
Oh, can you just listen to
to.
me for a sec? Do you have a grandson?
I really hope my kids aren't giving me grandbabies at the age that they are. No, I'm not a grandma. I'm
Okay,
not old
okay.
enough.
Sorry. I couldn't tell from your voice how old you were.
Don't let her
Do
trick you.
you
She is
do
a
you have a
grandma.
brother?
You know what, Go? Why are you asking me about if I have men?
Yeah, you interested? You interested, Ben? Shoot your shot, bud.
Hi, Go.
What up?
Not much. Just fucking making coffee.
Oh, so get this shit. Remember earlier this week I was telling you I had trouble with another tower crew.
Yeah.
Like,
They came and they tried to steal your tower.
yeah. Well, come to find out, like, yeah, they took over the site and shit. Like, I left, because there was like 6 of them and only 2 of us. Like there wasn't a lot I could do. So we left, but originally I thought I didn't fix the problem that we were there for. And come to find out, we fixed it before we left and shit. So that was a plus. And then I got another kudos this morning from Verizon because of the work I did yesterday on that site.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
I
badass.
looked at my boss and I was like, I want another raise. You just go ahead and bump me up to 45 an hour. Fuck it.
If I have to fight people, if you want me to fight tower crews, might as well give me a raise, buddy.
Right?
Well, I hope you get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not worried about the raise. I've already got one. I was just fucking with them, but like if I do get another one, hell yeah.
I know. But I don't know, I did good at work yesterday too. I did really good. I made a lot of fucking deliveries. We were so busy. I felt bad for the fucking in shops because this is my first time being able to fucking deliver. And I'm out there like la-di-da-di-da, dealing with traffic. And I come back, and every time I came back, they had a whole fucking line in the store.
Is
And
this at Penn Station?
it was bad.
Are you still working at Penn Station, or did you get another job?
No, Jimmy John's.
A Jammy John, that's what it is.
Yeah. I did move stores.
Just want to say, kind of remind
Get
me
away
of
from
David
all those
Lee.
fucking assholes.
It's like a man with Down syndrome on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just kind of remind me of him.
Oh, I do? Cool, bye. Yeah, no, my manager was literally being a sexist bitch. And
Is she a girl?
yeah,
What?
yeah, I know. She's
Women, like, black people can't be racist and women can't be sexist. Dude, come on now.
oh well, I met a sexist woman. I know, right?
Yeah, that shit's unheard of. You're just being dramatic.
No, no, I wasn't being dramatic. She was taking away my driving privileges. So I moved to a different store where I could drive.
Did you get Borderlands 4 yet?
No, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I already beat it.
you did?
Yeah. Dude, the storyline fucking mint.
Okay. I'll get it. And then if you want to play, we can. But I gotta beat the story first.
That's fine. I've got a bunch of other friends that we've been playing. Now we're just fucking off and just upgrading our gear.
Oh. Yeah, well, I dived into school and not video games. So,
Yeah. So as far as like men's rights and shit, like I don't know. I think the only thing affecting men's rights is the actual men themselves.
yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
Because think about it, like let's just take a stroll down history, and so like hard times create hard men, right? Hard men create easy times create soft men. I think, what was it, after Pearl Harbor, World War II?
Hmm.
That was the last generation of hard men.
I think you're right.
After that, it just kept getting softer and softer and softer. And look at where we are. Like men have changed so much that like I don't even respect a lot of men anymore.
I feel that, and I
And
think it's pretty sad, to be honest.
yeah, and it has nothing to do with society either. It has everything to do with them taking the time to realize who they are. Like, they're so fucking, men nowadays are so bunched up, or like so wound up. They have no idea who the fuck they are. They're one person one minute and another person the next minute. That's confusing as fuck.
You know, I started this live this morning a little feisty because I was scrolling through my friend's live and there was this girl on there completely talking shit about her like stepdad, or not her stepdad, but like the guy she's with, and how he's not being a stepdad up to her standards. And hi, Stoner Jesus. Um, and I just told her like, what you're doing is you're
Be
gonna.
quiet, nigger, 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 nigger,
Oh,
nigger,
really?
nigger, nigger,
Okay.
nigger, nigger,
Nah,
nigger, nigger,
we
nigger,
like
nigger,
that
nigger,
word
nigger,
here,
nigger.
but not when you say it. Um,
Damn.
she was just like sitting there, like, oh, he doesn't do this, and he's not going with my kid's routine, and I've had this routine for years, and I'm like, why are you nagging him? Like, I know that like you got in an argument this morning, but he's only been in your life for a year. He moved about a year ago to be with you. And now you're not even letting him do anything without you trying to control it. And that drives men insane. Insane. And she's like, well, I run the household and I run it like an iron ship and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's your problem. And then everybody tried to come at me for coming at her. And I was like, dude, I was in this situation. I know what it's like to feel I don't know, like you're giving your control to your kids to somebody else. And when you learn to let go, even if he's a stepdad, you chose for him to be there. You have to learn to let go and trust him. And she was just like, no, it's mean. And I'm like, the fuck? And then they said I was yelling at her and like being a bitch. And I was like, I am being a bitch. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I don't sugarcoat anything. Hi, Wayne. And I think that's an issue with men. I think that's affecting men a lot. What do you guys think?
Yeah, and I think that a lot of men too will fucking use like they'll undermine another guy to get what they want, especially when it comes to women.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that?
Like sabotage each other's
Yeah,
relationship.
bro. Like,
Oh.
let's say you got a chick, right? And like, it's not perfect. It's rocky, but y'all are making it work. Well, then you got this other guy that's sliding into her DMs, like making himself look hella good. He's everything you're not.
Oh, but wouldn't that be on the woman, right? Because like, why is
I
she?
would say no, because women are programmed to go with the best, right? Right. That's how y'all select who you breed with. Is you want to breed with the best, right?
What's convinced you of that, though? That women are programmed in some way that like that?
Can't we agree that we're more intelligent than just,
Oh yeah, dude.
let's
Men
fuck
are
it and
way
make a
more
baby, let's
intelligent than women.
go.
Men are way more hardworking than women, but
But what's
unfortunately,
convinced
women
you?
do
But
control the breeding.
what's
So
convinced you that women
Let him
are
speak.
programmed that way?
Let him speak.
evolution, their fucking mindset, patterns. Like, what are you missing?
Yeah, I'm married. I have kids. I've drawn different conclusions. I just haven't arrived at the same conclusions as you.
So you're telling me that if I was to approach your wife, that she would straight shut me down, even though I'm the better pick. You think that
What do
she's
you
gonna
mean
stay
better
with
pick
you
though?
no matter what?
Do I think she's going to stay with me no matter what? No, I can't say 1,000,000%. I couldn't tell you that that's the
No,
case.
the
But
minute
I'm very,
something better comes
but the
along,
best.
you're
But I
you're
can tell
done,
you,
bro. You're
You're
I
done.
don't
making
think.
it seem like no one has any emotional intelligence or
What is that? Dude,
type
that
So
of
has
let
nothing
bond
to
that
do
has
with
been formed over
emotional
time. Like,
intelligence, bro. That's
I'm
facts. It's facts.
I'm as
Hey,
confident as I could
guys, there's a
possibly
word.
be.
There's an actual definition for what Hero is speaking on. It's called hypergamy, right? So, women are always going to seek a better provider, right? Which is why men used to compete back in the day to be the best. To be the best.
What do you mean by
Men,
best, though, host?
what?
To be top
What do you
dog,
mean by
bro.
best, host?
Nobody can touch you. Like you're the best. Nobody's gonna be better than you.
Like,
That's what the best means.
So
like you're.
this is what I'll say, host. I'm sorry. This is what I'll say. The way that this
I'm sorry,
gentleman
I was
here.
in the middle of a sentence when you interrupted me by asking me what is the best. Like, I'm
Well, go ahead.
sorry. Are
Go
you in
ahead. Go ahead.
kindergarten?
Go ahead.
My 8-year-olds know what the best means. So why would you
Well,
interrupt me rudely just to ask me that stupid question?
well, I'm pretty sure he's trying to understand. So yeah, even though the questions do seem like invalid, I guess, for like a better word, I'm sure they're valid to him. So
You think that what you think is
Okay,
best
no.
is the same. You think best is the same to you as it is to me.
I would hope it is, because if it's not, one of us is wrong.
You don't think best is a subjective term.
No, I think best
Okay.
is absolute. Like, how
Yeah,
can you be the best, but something is better than you? You know?
I think if I don't know what you mean by best, it's impossible for me to even engage with the question.
Well, I mean, if you think
like,
it's impossible for you to engage with the question, why are you
oh, hold
engaging?
on, wait
Why
a
aren't you
second.
Because
just
I
I'm
think he's
trying.
coming
listening?
Because
from
I'm
like,
trying.
No,
say,
because like, check it out, dude. You don't need to chime in
oh
every
my
time you
God.
don't understand something. If you would just be patient and listen to as the conversation unfolds, I'm pretty sure your questions are going
Zero.
to get answered.
I think he meant
I
more like, to you, the best looking person in the world might be Zendaya, but to him, the best looking person in the world might be Megan Fox. It's subjective.
okay,
There
but
are
it's not.
differences.
Hypergamy is not about looks. It's not purely about looks.
Oh,
Hypergamy.
I don't know what it's about.
Okay, well, if everybody stopped interrupting me every 5 seconds, like Hero just said, right, we might actually get a full context of the sentence. Okay, so women want to seek better, which is why the men used to be better. They used to fight to be the best of the best, right? If this man has that Camaro over there and that man really wants a Camaro, the man that wants the Camaro is going to go out and get a better Camaro, right? He's going to work harder and he's going to go get a better Camaro. He's going to compete with his neighbor. That's what men do. Men want to compete to be the best, or we used to see that. Now we don't. Goat pointed that, or Hero pointed that out earlier. We have gotten weaker men over generations. And the weaker men that we get, the weaker women we get, right? So hypergamy is women seeking the best mate, the best provider, right? So what Goat is saying, or what Hero is saying, is when women are feeling like their man is no longer providing, they seek more.
I kind of get where you're coming from with the men trying to be better, but at least in my interpretation of a modern standard, being better is having more money, and that's literally it.
Not just more money. And
I think
that's what being better always was, being a better provider.
That's one aspect of being better, but like, dude, you got all kinds of aspects to be better. Like making more money is one aspect, being stronger is another aspect, being smarter is another aspect. You know, like there's all kinds of aspects to be better.
So then let me ask you this question. I'm out in the world just living regular life, go to a baseball game. I see tons of dudes, tons, with women that are either out of their league or women that are men with men that are out of their league. Like I see a mixed bag in society. Why is it that like in the real world, it's not reflecting what you're saying?
Because they're settling. That shit, that all of that is a facade. It's not real. The love's not real. They're settling because it's convenient.
How could you
That's
know
what
though
it's
if the love is real
reflecting.
or not? But how could you know that?
What do you, like? What
Yeah,
kind
right,
of question
exactly.
is
How
that?
could
Like,
you know what's in some? How could you know what's
what
in
do you
someone else's
mean?
mind?
Like, what kind of love are you trying? Like, what kind of love are you getting at? Because there's different kinds of love.
You brought up love. You said it's not real. I'm saying, how could you know what's in someone else's mind? You
Just
brought up
watch
love,
the
not
body
me.
language, bro. Like, look, watch the body language. Body language doesn't lie.
I
Hero.
think that the world, the online world versus the
Hey,
real world is two different places.
hey,
And
Hero.
that's valid, bro. Like, that's valid. It definitely is very two distinct different places.
They are. Hero, do you have only one account?
No, I've got another one.
Ha. Okay. Continue.
Yeah, I don't ever
Kudos
use
for
it,
admitting.
bro. It's just there.
Kudos for admitting that it's two different worlds because it's two different experiences. I think you just got a lot of people online that are very, very immature that are struggling and having a tough
And
time.
check
And
it
they
out. If
can't
they're
figure it out.
immature online, they're gonna be immature IRL too.
Right. Those people online are struggling in real life to find partners. That's,
I disagree with that.
I
You
mean,
know, I'm gonna say I'm a little more
Chaos
feisty on this
online
app. I'm
would
a
be
little
doing
more
well in
feisty
real life.
on this app. Okay. I'm a little like more timid off this app.
I'm sure in real life
with
you're
me
nice as
being-
hell. I'm sure you all act differently in real life than you do
Nah,
online.
dude, I act the exact same online
Not
as I
really.
do in real life.
Oh
I
no,
know
I said
everybody on.
a little more timid, not like completely puppy dog. Like I
Yeah,
just
I
like
was
to
gonna
yell at
say.
idiots. I don't encounter idiots in the wild like I do on the app. So it's different.
It's because they're all
Yeah, I'll
concealed. They're
definitely
not
say like
talking to you.
online. I'll definitely say some more like out of pocket shit, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd say it in real life, but like it's easier to get into situations to say it online. I guess is the best way to put it. Just
Nobody
Yeah,
because of
talks
the
to me
dumb
like they
stuff people
do.
be
I
doing.
don't like being two different people. It's very, it's not for me. So
Yeah,
I'm the
like
same
I try and be the
person.
same. Like if I call you a bitch on Xbox, I'm gonna call you a bitch in real life too. Like it
All
is what
right,
it is.
tough guy. All right,
Oh
tough
yeah,
guy. Pipe
no.
down.
No,
Yeah,
that
it's such
part
a
doesn't
strange.
The keyboard
that part
warriors.
doesn't change. That
I
part
never.
doesn't
Yeah,
change.
exactly.
I'm just
Like
In real
that's
life,
that's
I
not what
never
I
run
meant
into.
though.
I'm a
In real
little
life, I
more
never run into anyone
quiet.
like that.
I'm a little
Does
more.
anybody hate fascism here? Does anybody hate fascism?
I'm back.
Yeah,
He
everybody
does.
hates fascism here, but we're not even talking about that, bro.
I thought I saw the guy with that profile picture. I was trying to bait him,
What
I guess
profile?
but he
I'm.
left. But he
I guess
left.
I'm more
The guy that
of
was
a.
left.
Slav.
What?
What was his profile picture and what triggered you to say fascism?
Well,
What did you
because
pick up on?
he had like a profile picture of this robot from this TV show that kills fascists. It's like a niche internet meme.
Is it that stupid ass fucking robot
So
shit?
I would have never recognized it as what you're saying because I didn't
Yeah,
know
it was the
name.
guy in the top left, the one that's now empty, the spot.
Yeah, why are so many fucking people sporting that profile picture? I think everybody in there is like rubbing two brain cells together.
Yeah, shit's so corny. I
What,
want
The
to bait him
Shining?
into an argument.
The Shining's the shit, bro.
Men's rights. Let's talk about all the issues. Every issue affects me.
That must be a really hard life, dude.
I think the IQ pill is brutal.
Oh my god, let's look at this chick in the comments. Be careful. She acts this
what I
way
honestly
because she's lonely. And then somebody goes, probably very lonely and needs a man validation. Bad grammar. Learn how to spell. And then Jenny goes, I don't think women get lonely like men do. Really?
No, they get way
Jenny's
more
picture
worse.
is a picture of her smiling, but she's looking up in the air like she sees a shiny object.
No, I think she took Erica Kirk's picture and used it as her own.
Yeah.
Eric,
Yeah. So,
pretty
hi,
suspect.
Allie.
She's low key suspect.
Like, look at all
Oh,
these
look at
like
Alyssa.
toxic ass bitches in the comments. You need a man to fix your hurt. You trying to save men.
Some women need a
Toxic,
man to
dude.
fix their hurt, just like women in the comments need random
Like
men. to
like
fix
all
their
they're
hurt.
doing is projecting like what they're feeling on the inside.
Bring Alicia Blanco up since she said pick me. She wants to comment, come up and talk.
Does
Oh,
she
I'm the
want? Does she
queen.
want? Does she
I'm
need a
the
hero?
queen. I'm the queen of the pick-me's, by the way. And Hero, you couldn't save these hoes.
I'm
Sorry.
not trying to, dude.
I know.
Captain Save a Hoe.
How's that one song go by J. Cole? Fucking don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
Don't save them.
me.
Every time.
You gotta get the old school song. I don't fuck with you, stupid
Yeah.
ass bitch. I ain't fucking
No.
with you.
Oh,
Stupid ass
God.
bitch. I ain't fucking
don't-
with you. I got a million
say
other
that.
things that I'd rather fucking do than to be
Right.
fucking with you, you stupid
But
ass
see,
bitch. You
don't
little
save her.
stupid ass bitch.
Don't
We
save
got-
her.
we got
I
the
got
memo.
into it.
Yeah, you did, and you were great. Don't Save Her is much older though, and then hoes and different area codes. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean I
I
got hoes
got
all over.
If you're single, what's wrong with hoes? Hoes are the best when you're single.
What's the point of hoes?
That shit is
You know
degenerate
what?
as hell.
You man, yeah, I agree. It's degenerate. Okay, just degenerate. So
Yeah, men are degenerate by nature, though.
I
It's
know.
not true. Maybe you're degenerate by nature.
I fucking am, dude. You have no idea what I'm willing
I
to
do.
do.
I have an idea.
Whoa.
I will walk up to you in public and pee on you to assert my dominance and my property rights.
I'm sure you would
Please
do
don't. Please don't. I just bought those boots, Hoonigan. Come on.
I've never actually peed. Well, I can't say that I have, but it's only been in the shower.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Manly Man left. Oh, no.
No.
I was on a tower one day and I had to piss real bad and there was a crosswind. Well, there was a guy going down the tower on the leg and I pissed and the wind caught it and it went all over him and he's looking at me and I'm looking at him and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry, I can't stop.
I
And
remember
he just
that.
he just took it, man. And I was like, oh god.
I remember when you called me that day, I was dying. I was like, what the fuck?
You fulfilled his kink.
I did.
Gave him a
Fulfilled
golden
his
shower.
kink and my kink.
What the fuck?
2 in 1, double goals. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone.
You men are degenerate, but I love you so much. Oh God. Just when I'm like, I want to give up on helping men, man, you remind me why I love you so much. Shame on you. You shouldn't do that.
That's because it's fun. But we are still the men that will step up and protect you if need be.
I know, I know. Sometimes you guys just get to me, okay? I don't like girls a lot more than I still like, and I'm more pissed off at women than I am at any man.
Yeah,
But
don't be pissed off at women, dude. They don't know any better.
look at okay. So I'm trying to be. Lord forgive them, for they know not what they do. However,
That's honestly that's what it is. They're like because if they knew better, they wouldn't be doing it, right?
no go. I think they know better, and they just don't care.
Nah, I don't think it is. I don't think that's what it is. I think
But
they just go around
I
listening to
find
bullshit
the
and
current
they just repeat it.
no,
I find the
because I
current
hold on, Stunner. I'm sorry. So I literally was trying to tell this woman that what she's doing is going to push away her partner. Like, don't treat a stepdad like he has no control in the
Well,
relationship.
yeah, like so she's just gonna have to learn, you know. Like you could tell a kid not to touch a hot surface; that they're gonna get burnt until you're blue in the face. And guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna touch it, and then they're gonna see
Wow.
for themselves, like, yeah, that hurt. But
Yep.
instead of looking down on them and berating them, just be like, take advantage of it. Be like, you know what? You see that light socket? That's fucking hot too. Don't touch that either. You know? You see
Yeah.
that knife? That knife is really fucking hot. Here, I'll touch it to you if you want. If you don't believe me.
You know what, Adam? Don't yell at me. I am getting ready to go to work. Shut up.
You won't find me tripping over a
And
bitch unless she's
it's
on
the
the floor.
same thing with the women, dude. You just gotta treat women like little kids.
You know what,
Like,
Adam? I'm not supposed to be working. You're supposed to be making all the money for me, but didn't work like that, did it, Adam?
Can you not speak about women like that, please? Like that's very disrespectful, man. They're not
And
objects. They're not dogs. All right.
excuse me, can I not talk about who like
I'm sure
what?
you don't speak to your mother
Who
like
like
that.
what? Who like what?
Whoever just said that's disgusting, man.
Holy
Said
shit,
what?
it really is Captain Save-A-Ho. Look, got
Said
the
what?
glasses and
Captain
everything.
Save a Host.
This is the issue with America, man. You guys have
Talking
no
about
manners.
women
Your
like
your,
Wait,
what?
your
wait, wait,
country's
wait,
getting
wait, wait, wait,
destroyed.
wait.
You're
Let
British,
Captain
aren't
Save a
you?
Ho. Let him talk. Let Captain Save a Ho talk. I
All
want
right,
to hear
go
what he's
ahead.
got to say.
Okay.
Go ahead, I swallow.
I
Yeah, I'm from
swallow.
Australia, but yeah, I'm from Australia, not England, by the way. But yeah, no, you shouldn't speak to women like that, man. They're just as intelligent as men, if not more intelligent.
I believe
And
that.
and
More intelligence pushing it.
Got me. Go ahead.
yeah, and
Yeah, I'm
what
gonna
was the
unlock
topic
Gamma
about?
and
Like, what were you guys talking
win some
about before
tips.
that? Because I just came in.
Okay, so you're mad at a woman talking about women and you don't even know what we were talking about?
No, I heard what he just said, but like obviously, like women, they're more oppressed
He was
systematically.
wait a minute. No,
Wait,
no, we're
wait,
not.
let him finish. Hold on, let him finish.
Absolutely, man. Like look at the gender pay gap. Look who controls the country and all the wars. It's all men that do it. It's not women. Like they're just a victim of history and how this country was built. You know, this
Do
society was
you
built.
do you
No.
honestly believe what you're saying?
No.
Absolutely, bro.
God
You
damn
should
it.
learn
He
about
doesn't know
feminism, bro.
about the minority appointed judges
Look,
in America.
I was being submissive and it hurt.
Oh my
It
It
hurt.
did,
God,
didn't
this
it?
guy,
Shut up.
look at the gender pay gap. Okay, look, you get paid. Here, I'll give you something. I swallow. The whole
I know
point
you
about
do.
the whole point about the gender pay gap is that is completely and utterly false. You get paid to do the work that you're doing. Now, if women were to actually assert themselves and put themselves into more male dominated roles, they would make the same. Actually, I'd say women probably make more than men do in their comfy jobs.
We
Now,
do.
if they were to actually
So,
go
so
out
can you
here,
prove that?
We do.
Yeah, if they
Yeah,
were to go
show
out
them where
here
they
and
have to.
actually do, the actual jobs, that keep, the country running, the infrastructure, everything else, then
There's
yes, they would get
there's
equal
many.
pay. But,
Yeah, there's many
I'm not going to
female.
go out here and bust my ass building a fucking road for you to drive down, and you're going to sit in your little cubicle for 8 hours a day and complain about, oh, well, I made less than that construction guy. Well, no shit, I did more and harder
Yeah,
work.
look, women women are actually building the country, man. Look at the construction.
Actually, no. 98% of men run construction, welding, mechanics, oil rigs.
So women can't.
Men run the fucking world,
Women
bro.
can do those things, Ice, but women
Absolutely.
choose not to.
Women,
They choose to
wait.
do
That's
softer
Let me,
sides.
let me, let me go. Let me
choose
go.
not
So
Can I
wait.
answer? 'Cause I work in the construction.
Yeah, I don't care. When you look
I
at the
work in the
overall
construction
stat,
industry.
it
You know
doesn't
why they don't do the?
matter, bro. You
You
need to
should see the
learn.
way
You
they're
need to learn to
spoken to,
shut
man.
up. You need to learn to shut up. You really do. Guys, you're sitting here saying respect women, and you're not showing me one fucking ounce of respect.
Yeah, just let him eat his words. Just show him respect. Let him say what he's got to say.
I
Yeah,
This,
so
don't.
just
this
let
is
me
how
quickly
this is how
respond
you
because you said a
win.
lot. You said a lot, so I just got to
I
respond
didn't
to what
say
you said.
anything. I
Yeah,
didn't
well,
say
the other
anything.
guests.
Every time I try to say something, you talk.
Yeah, so that's the key. Like the key is to let him talk, let him say what he's got to say, and then you show him how he's wrong.
But I'm trying, and he's not even letting me speak.
It's a process. You got to be patient.
Patience is not my virtue, but I'm working on it. Bro,
Like
Neither is mine.
I don't think he honestly means what he's saying. He's just saying it to trigger you.
No, I'm being honest. Like,
I
for example,
genuinely.
the reason women aren't in these construction industries is because they get objectified by men. I know
Well,
how men
men get
think. It's
objectified by
very.
men.
Hold
Okay, like
on.
your argument is invalid. Men get. I can't tell you how many times I've sexually harassed my coworker just today alone.
Yeah, I've heard him.
Disgusting. That's
I heard him
absolutely
every
disgusting,
time.
man. Imagine if that was your sister. If that was your sister, what would you say?
As a woman going into the field, am I allowed to speak, Ice?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, Ice needs to learn to shut up and let
You
a
can
woman
speak
speak.
now. I'll give you
Excuse
permission.
me, you're doing it again. You're doing it now. Every time I go to say something, you interrupt. Right? I'm in welding school right now, and I have not heard a single person ever make a crass remark towards me. Women are not going into these jobs, or women are not choosing to go or not go into these jobs, not because of harassment. It's because it's physically demanding. It's because it's very time consuming, and you have to be there. You can't just, hey, I can take Betty Sue, have her take over my calls, and I can go pick up my kid from school. No, if you are on the top of a fucking tower or in an attic fixing somebody's fucking heater or fixing a radio tower, or you're out in the field fixing a fucking pipeline or an electrical line, you can't just go home because your kid gets called from school, right? You can't just do that. Women can. Okay, so when we look at it, women don't want to enter these jobs because it's more physically demanding. It's a higher demand for time, and it's more of an effort to be there all the time, no matter what. Women want to choose office jobs because it's easier. It fits our schedules with our kids more, and it gives us more flexibility. We can even work at home with an office job. We
Yeah,
cannot work at home on the field.
Yeah, can I respond?
real quick. Not only that, like women get more sexually harassed being secretaries and nurses than any other field that they go into. So
Yeah. So obviously, yeah. Obviously, you're not going to say to your face. They're obviously going to say behind your back. And then secondly, it sounds like
Then that's not sexual harassment. If somebody
absolutely it
says
is.
something
It's
behind
a
my
bullying.
back, no, it's not.
Yeah. So can I just without being
have
interrupted,
you
can I just
ever
finish?
Have you ever been to America,
You
Swallow?
interrupted me
Yeah, I've
every
been 3
fucking
times.
time.
I've been 3
Wait a
times.
minute. So you're
How
demanding
long?
respect. You're demanding I don't interrupt you, but you interrupted me every 5
I
seconds.
just let you speak for like a
No, you
minute.
interrupted
Like, what
me
are you
every
talking?
5 seconds. We all saw it.
I
Actually,
just let you
ask him what
30
part of
seconds.
America he went to. That will tell you everything you need to know.
You know, I went for 2 weeks. I went to Arizona, Vegas, and
Oh
California.
wow, you were
Yeah,
here for
yeah,
2
that
weeks.
explains it. That
You were here for
explains it.
2 weeks. You didn't see shit, bro.
No,
You
4
don't know
weeks in
anything
total.
about America.
Absolutely, man. I know your
You
politicians.
don't.
I know everything,
You
man.
don't know anything about America. You don't know anything about our work ethic, and
Wait,
you
you're
don't know
you're you're
anything.
complaining about our politicians, which I grant you they are shit, but you're from Australia. Australia. Wasn't Australia used to dump off lepers because they used it as a prison
Yeah.
hundreds of years ago? So I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah,
really
but
talk too much
listen,
shit.
Guys,
Australia's a lot
guys,
safer than America. So
just
why
give
are we
him
talking
his
about
chance,
countries? Let's
bro.
talk about the topic.
Just
Let's
give
talk
him
about
his
the topic.
chance. Just because
Well, he's had
it
his
was only
chance.
2 weeks doesn't mean he ain't been here. At least he was fucking here. Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
cussing,
that's
but at
true.
least he was here.
But
You
it's
know
all in
what,
its
dealer?
geographical
Hey,
location.
we
It's
all
not
we all
good.
know
Dealer,
what's
that
wrong with our
was
country. We all
wild,
know what's wrong with
bro.
our country. We all know what's wrong with our country.
Dealer
Yeah,
said
we
that
do.
you're essay him. I'm just saying,
Tabitha,
men
just
Well,
jump
won't.
once you
in.
cheeky,
Don't put
man.
your
Men
hand up,
won't.
Tabitha. Just jump in.
No, I mean, but then there's no conversation, right? Like, you should be able to be respectful, one speak at a time, not all jump throat. So I'm just curious,
And
as far as the host, hello, welcome, thank you for letting me in. But so is this like an actual conversation? Like, let's talk about the issues that are affecting men in the United States today. What are your views on?
yeah, I have a question though for women, and it's a legit question. Why is it when a guy treats
That's
you
not
good,
okay. But
like
I'm
why is
asking.
it when a guy treats you like gold, you don't respect him, but the minute he starts treating you like shit, like you're all about him? Why? Why is that?
Because it's that deep seated rooted notion of what I like to call Freud theory of where women need to be the protectors like moms and try to save their children. So they like the bad boys because they think we can save them.
Are you single?
It goes back further than that, to be honest with you. It goes back to the fact that back before even written language was a thing, that the meanest, strongest, most ugly acting, caveman could keep the other cavemen away from
Yeah. It it
the
it sounds like
cave.
everyone here
So
is single, to be honest. So I
what
think we should
Winter
just
just
let the
said
people that
just
are in a successful
Men,
supported
relationship
what
talk.
I was
men
saying
are
right there.
leaders. Women are followers.
No one's fooling you, mate.
Like you
You don't
can't
get like
treat a
followers.
woman good. That's what I was saying. Like you can't treat a woman good. Like you've got to
But
treat them like a
again,
kid. You've
this
got to
Where
set
did
man,
standards
where
this
did
for them.
Women,
You got to
women
set
want a man as
stop
a
boundaries
stop
for
leader.
them.
stop
Women want men as a
guys
leader.
stop.
Women want men as
I'm sitting here trying to mute you guys because everybody wants a cacophony. Wow. The only one I didn't have to mute was the one that shows the most respect. Elevated, sorry, not you, honey. I know I didn't have to
I
mute you.
swallow.
I know, you're fine.
No, go. You're the only one I didn't mute.
Oh. But yeah, anyway, that's what I was saying. Like you can't treat a woman good. Like you can't treat them like gold. You can't treat them like $100 bill. Like,
Where did all of this question come from?
this was a question that's been on my mind for a long time. It just dawned on me to ask y'all.
Didn't we haven't we discussed that in the past?
Yeah, but I wasn't satisfied.
You never are.
I came on asking a genuine question and,
it
and got
plays it
lost.
plays a right for men's roles in what he
Ice.
asked.
Hold on. Ice. Sweetheart, thank you for checking on me. I really appreciate you. Yes, I feel so much better this morning. I don't know what I did last night, but I woke up no fucking pain. Maybe it's the Sensodyne. But yeah, no, I was fucking struggling yesterday, y'all. Struggling. But I worked my ass off and I still did the live streams for you guys, yelled at you guys like you like. I know you miss me when I don't yell at you. So yeah, I did all that and woke up feeling great. Thank you for checking on me. Really feel loved. That's how you know you got good friends, guys. So I really think that it's like I've talked to him before about it, Hero, but I really think that women want somebody that they know will be nice and respectful to them, right? Treat them like
That's not
they want
you
to be
can't
treated.
though. Like
Hold on, hold on, hold on. But if you're too nice to us, right, then we're gonna feel like it's a biology thing. So women, we don't want to feel like you love us more than we love you.
That's right.
We
so you
need
know
to
what?
let.
I think that's exactly
If I
what it
may,
is.
Hey,
if I
stop!
may, when you
No,
get a
I'm
chance,
not done.
my apologies then.
Thank you. So when women feel like the men love her, I know it's weird, more than she loves him, she feels like she has other options, like, oh well, I'm not into this guy as much as he's into me, like he's just like a simp or something. I don't know. But if we feel like they are the ones thinking that they have the other option, right? Like maybe they don't. I don't know
We're
how
all
to fucking
human.
explain this. Hold
We're
on,
all human. It
I,
goes
I
both
get what
hold
you're
ways.
on, hold
saying,
on.
and I
Yeah.
I think you're 100% right too.
We all do it as a man or a woman. I mean, we do it together. You're saying the same thing. Either they do
No,
it or
no,
you do
no,
it.
no, 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 no. Because okay, the woman needs to love the man and crave the man more than the man craves the woman, right? The woman needs to basically be obsessed with that man, but that man needs to give her something to be obsessed over. He has to be a strong man in her eyes, right? So, and it's about the whole hypergamy thing. Um, so if this woman feels like the man, because we know the men have other options, right? We have other options, but now we are so in love with this man that our brains turn off to any other man. I've personally experienced this. This is why I don't understand why people want to cheat. Because when I fall in love, I'm only after that person. Hi, Ash. It's been a while, love.
Hey,
Um,
Queen.
but I'm sorry, my ADHD kicked in when my besties come up. Um, so when I get obsessed with a man, I don't even want to be flirted with. I don't want anybody to give me any fucking attention. I become a bitch, like outwardly, like I'm just like standoffish. Like no. Um, when I'm not in love, I'm more like open and flirtatious or whatever, carefree, I guess. Um, but it's if the man is obsessed with the woman, like we feel a little like icky. Like, why is he so obsessed with me? Like, he's supposed to be the man. Isn't he supposed to be focused on like this and like this and not like obsessed with me? It feels weird. It
Can I
feels
say
like
something,
we're
Queen?
being, yeah,
That might be you,
explain
but
it.
personally, like, if you're not clingy and all about me and you're like conceited and cocky, like, I'm not, like, be conceited and cocky with other people, but not
Could
with
you
me.
please like I
Like,
don't
I'm very clingy. Me
could,
personally, like, I
hold up,
like that.
listen. Hold on. Shut up real quick.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Could you not say like every other word? That shit is a pet peeve of mine and I will drop you so fast.
Okay, go. Go, 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 go.
That's
Commentate.
crazy because I'm a moderator too, but okay.
I don't care.
Commentate anymore. So look, Ash,
Like
it's,
I find it really hard to be respectful when you keep saying like every other word.
I understand where he is coming
Releasing
from.
vocabulary, but okay.
I know, but Ash, I also
Fuck
share.
you, dude.
I'm from California, and I met the Valley Girls, and I have met the oh my god, like and oh like and it just sounds irritating, and it's very, and I share this pet peeve with him. I do share this pet peeve with him. I tolerate it a lot more than he does, but Ash, come back up. I do say I do. But Ash, come back up. And let's just try not to say that word, right? And it's not just for a hero. It's not just for me. It's so that we try to formulate our words to where we're not saying filler words like like, and, or, so, but. Any filler words are just distractions. He
All right,
wasn't.
I don't know.
I swear he was not trying to be mean. I swear he was not trying to be mean. I've seen him be way worse.
All right, host. Again, I came in thanking you for letting me on here. I'm trying to again pick up what the conversation really is because I'm so utterly confused. It seems like it's more talking about the wrongdoing of women than this topic as far as what your your prompt goes. So one thing that I'm seeing here, I just had a panel the other night about toxic masculinity and toxic femininity.
You gotta fix your mic.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
May I
can
please interject?
I can hear your voice, but I don't know how to describe the sound. It's like gargling almost.
All right, I had the phone sit down. Is this better?
Your voice is clear, but your background is not.
I can hear her fine. She's asking what's going on, and it basically leads down to the fact of what's our rights and our activists, and it's all leading back down to women as a man. That's what this conversation keeps coming back to. We want to know what's wrong with men in this civilization and this rights and all this. It just keeps leading back to women. I don't know why, but it does.
That's what I'm gathering, and it was interesting because I just had a panel the other night on, as I was saying, the toxic femininity and toxic masculinity, and I had a group of very educated men telling me how toxic femininity doesn't exist, and right now I'm seeing a lot of that masculine energy, and I don't gender role that. I think that's something everyone shares. So I'm not seeing this conversation going in a way that we're really talking about men. It's just all on women and the wrongdoing of women. So,
Men are showing up and basically saying it's women's fault, and that's not the case. They want to keep wondering, the question is, what's wrong with men and, with their rights and what's going on with them, and it just keeps pushing back to women like it's women's fault, and that's not the case at all. We're here to love each other, pray for each other, hope for each other, and care for each other. As a father, as a man, as of a 10-year marriage, I'm here to say that it's not women, and we need to stop that right now, 100%.
Like I get what you're saying. I get congratulations on your successful marriage, but let's not do that. Let's not come in here acting all cocky, saying this is what it is, because you have no idea what it is. None of us have.
No, it just keeps leading back. That's why she's wondering.
I'm not done. Hold on, I'm not done.
Gotcha.
So if you would have been here in when we first started the conversation, you would know that nobody was blaming women. As a matter of fact, I was blaming other men for the way men are.
He actually was.
So when I came in,
and that's what I'm trying to say too. It's not the man's fault at all.
So I've been sitting here for about 20 minutes. I didn't hear the start of the conversation, but it did just seem like there was just a lot of sarcasm, chilling, laughing, whatever, cool. But I'm trying to get to the root of all right, what is the actual conversation? And it just went right to bashing women.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong, 100%.
No, it went to why women, because I asked the question, why women don't respect a man that treats them right and treats them well versus a man that'll treat them like shit. They seem to gravitate towards the men that treat them like shit, and that's what the question was that sparked that whole conversation.
It was.
Yeah, so yes, and I came on and said, hey guys, what's the conversation? Thanks for letting me in. And you brought that in. That wasn't answering the prompt.
Well, I apologize. Nobody stopped what they were saying to answer your question, but
I'm just asking what men are taken away. Is that the conversation? What's being taken away?
The men's right. If that's what you want to talk about, you've got the floor right now.
Let's talk about all the issues that are affecting men in the United States of America.
And he's talking about an issue that's affecting men in the United States.
And people keep saying women, and that's wrong.
Oh my God, I'm the one. I'm a fucking woman born and raised, never, surgery,
I'm not
right?
talking about you. It's not
And
you.
yet,
It's everybody
no,
that keeps joining.
I'm the only one that has said anything bad about women. I'm the only one. Me, not him.
But why?
Why? Because I'm allowed to call out everybody, regardless on their gender, for how they've been acting in society. And he asked me a question about why women, right, do these things. So I answered his fucking question. And I did. Hero, was your
I like how I just keep getting muted.
because you keep interrupting.
I'm not interrupting. I'm waiting for
You
you.
are.
No, I'm waiting.
Hey, I'm the host, and when I mute you, just stop. Like, just
It's getting you
stop.
nowhere. It's getting you nowhere.
It's getting me nowhere. Okay. So I'm the only one that said anything about women. Come at me instead of him. You have a problem with me answering his fucking question?
I also think that's another problem when people hear something that they don't like. They just go 0 to 60 real fucking quick. Like there's no analyzing what was said. There's no like trying to understand where it's coming from. It's just straight. Oh, I'm offended.
No one's offended, bro, at all.
Maybe
Not at
not
all.
right now, but like just
No,
wait until more people
hey,
show up
I'm
and
gonna
like
tell you, I appreciate
listen
you
to the
Look at how
true
you
congratulating me. Need, I appreciate.
look at how you're acting. Look at how you and Tabitha are acting. I would say that's pretty offended. That's pretty offended, right? Man asked me a question. Women answer question. Y'all get mad.
But I don't think that's a woman or a man thing. I think that's just a society thing as a collective.
It is. But they got mad because we were talking about the role, like, of women specifically. And they're like, you're bashing women. I didn't bash any women. We never said anything bad about women. We never said anything bad about
I
men.
never said you did it all, Queen.
Yeah, but
I didn't. I never said you did it all, at all. I promise you. I did not say you said anything wrong about women.
What did
Yeah,
he
he was
say?
just like all he was saying was it's not the women. Like so I guess the part of the conversation he came in was whenever you were bashing the women, and so I guess that's the picture he
It
got.
wasn't her.
And
It wasn't her. No, it wasn't her. She wasn't
Who,
bad. I didn't hear anything about her
who
bashing women.
was it? The other guy
When I
down there?
joined, it was fulfilled, and it was a bunch of guys talking about how women do this, women do that, and that's why their rights and this and that. And there are a bunch of, I hate to say it, but pussies for that. A bunch of simps. Yeah, there was a bunch of guys joining talking about how women hate. It's all it's been coming down to. That's why Tabitha was wondering where did it go.
Yes,
And I'm like, because all these guys keep joining talking about how it's women,
the
women, women.
whole time.
Yeah, it's your life.
I've been here the whole time, and the only one that we were talking about too was the little guy at the top that was sitting here trying to say that women are so like all this powerful things, and we shouldn't say anything bad about women, kind of like what you're doing now. And all I was doing was saying stuff that women do, right? That's all I was saying.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I had nothing to say against you. This is your live. You're the host.
Who are you complaining about? Who would you like to file a complaint to the complaints department to?
Oh my goodness. No, but we're all human. Whether it's a woman doing it, whether it's a man doing it, it's life. It's grow the fuck up, put some balls on you, and fucking work. No men's rights activists, this and that. We're here to all be the same person.
So you have a problem. Oh, I see now. So you have a problem with me speaking up for men and calling out women for their bad behaviors, right? Well, I also call out men for their bad behaviors as well. And Hero and Elevated, who have been around for quite some time now, know I play the field very evenly. I call out all bad behaviors regardless of gender, right?
Yeah,
And if
yes.
women are primarily doing a bad behavior that men are not primarily doing, there's a
hmm
predominant nature, right?
OnlyFans, OnlyFans, for instance. A lot of women
Okay.
use
So
OnlyFans.
then I'm allowed to talk about OF, and I'm allowed to talk about why women choose different jobs. And actually, I never said anything that would be considered bashing of women. All I said, in fact, was women don't go into the same field as men because they don't. Because it's harder, because it's dirtier, because you have to work longer hours, because
Yeah,
you can't take time off, because you can't take all these vacation days. You can't just leave in the middle of a fucking job fixing something because your kid got sick at school. Women
that's right.
can't, right? And that's
I
all
fully
I
no,
said.
I fully believe exactly what you're saying. I'm
But
not
that's
against
all
you
I
at all,
said.
Queen. I have nothing to say against you. I'm not
Yeah,
in
but
here to bash what you're
you,
saying because I believe in what you are
Okay.
saying.
do you have a problem with?
How about this? How about we just apologize for overstepping
hmm
and we Charlie Mike.
If there was anything I said that made me overstep, I am sorry. I'm sorry that it came off the wrong way. I did not have any intentions of making you upset, Queen, at all.
Me as well. I was
I
just
ain't
asking.
upset. Oh, I ain't upset. You have no idea. I'm
Or
chilling.
or,
Okay,
or
Got my
okay,
whatever,
so
you know, just
coffee.
yeah, you're not
whatever pushed the
upset.
dilemma,
Yeah,
you
you're not
know.
upset, so just accept the apology and let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay, I accept your apology.
Right
Right
on,
on.
huh? Right on, right on. Yep. I'm
And
not here to cause any problems. I'm here to, you know, do your live, you know, with the whole shebang. I'm not here to.
yeah, and understand that these conversations will get heated because there will be a lot of trigger words, and
And
it's
when
up
that
to you
heat
to police
comes,
yourself.
this live will be lit.
Yeah, and so you just gotta police yourself and stay calm. If you feel like you can't, keep your cool, just go somewhere else. Don't listen to
No,
it.
yeah, 100%. 100%. Stuff like that, though, is all clout and it's all, you know, clickbait, and you'll have 130 people in here talking, you know, because shit like that's going on, you know. You just keep it low key and dumbed down, it's going to stay at 15, 14, you know. But once you get things going and moving and the vibes and all that, then you're going to have a whole crowd in here, you
Right.
know. It's
So
so
now,
it's
yeah. So now that we have a general understanding of respect for everybody, like I would like to continue our conversations.
right on. Let's get with Tweaking. He just joined, right?
Go, you can be in charge for a minute. I'm gonna make
Copy.
coffee. It gets loud.
Well, just know I'm working, so I'm gonna be back and forth.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm aware. I'm aware. But like you're the one that's really guiding the conversation at the moment, so I figured I'd let you do your thing. I got mod controls and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna be talking.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to talk over anyone. I was trying to let everybody talk, and then I would butt in when I was
Hey
able
guys,
to, and it went silent.
appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Honestly, an issue
No.
going on with men right now. I honestly think abortions are a big one. I feel like men should have the choice whether a child is aborted or not, because they are stuck with 18 years of child support if the woman decides to keep the baby, or the men that want to step up and be in the picture when the woman decides to kill the baby. I feel like it's not fair to most men. So yeah, that's definitely a right I feel like,
It's a good
deserves to
point.
be talking about more.
hmm
Like, a woman can decide, the man has it in picture in motion, wants to go and, support this child. And then, 3 months, it can be 20 weeks down the road. The woman at 20 weeks decides, oh, I want to kill this innocent life that I got in my belly. Well,
Real quick, you have to say unalive. You can't say the K word. You're gonna get your live taken
oh,
down.
sorry. I didn't know that.
Unalive. Unalive.
Yeah, I'm new to TikTok.
You good?
Yeah, that's really what I think. I mean, personally, I do not support abortion, but if somebody, decides to not want to have my child, or decides to have my child, I feel like I shouldn't be subjected to 18 years of child support if they choose they want to have it, So
How would you feel if you didn't know whether it was your child or not, and she's like, I want to get an abortion, and then you're thinking in your head, well, she could have messed with somebody a couple weeks back,
which is messed up, because as soon as you sign the birth certificate,
right.
no matter what, whether you're the father or not, you're obligated to pay 18 years of child support no matter what.
If you sign that certificate, yeah.
Yeah. If you step up and say you want to be a father.
That's not true if you can prove that the father is someone else.
Depending on what state you're in.
When the baby's inside of you, though?
Yeah, you can test paternity while the baby's still in the womb.
Really?
Yeah, but
so when men don't have a right against abortions, and it's like her to go get this paternity test before she gets this abortion or
Honestly,
something. You know what I mean? Like,
if something like that's gonna ruin the relationship is done from the get-go.
Yeah,
because it's like
true.
At least in like my opinion on like all that, it's been happening a lot more, of like if somebody gets like pregnant, then like it's not to the right like boyfriend, significant other, that person has to pay child support. And like I have a buddy that I work with he was in that boat, like up in Northern California, so he has to pay continuously for it.
I'm sorry. I know that I'm like letting you guys run the thing, and I put Goat in charge because he's one of my best male friends, and I trust him a lot to run this male-led panel. But this is why I want to make paternity test 100% mandatory in the hospital to avoid shit like this. I'm sorry.
Please.
Continue your guys' conversations.
Thank you for that.
But
Thank you for that, Queen.
You even as a father, say that the woman doesn't want you to be around, you have no rights to be able to go into her medical appointments or anything, because of HIPAA law. So even though it's half of my, offbringing, I have no rights in order to go to the doctor to even say or see what happens, with the child that's going to be mine in the future.
Can I call you something? Your name's TJ, right? I see TJ. Can I call you that?
Yeah, my name is Travis. You can call me Travis.
Okay, Travis. So, there's a reason for what you just said too. I'm only going to interject if it's something that I can add educational value to. Okay, I promise. So Travis, the reason why they do that is because if I have, like, say, I'm in a relationship with somebody that is abusive, and I'm trying to escape. I'm only muting for background noise. I'm trying to figure out who has the brassy. Oh, it's you. Oh, damn it. So I'm gonna mute you while I'm speaking, just because it bugs my ears. So basically, if I get pregnant by a guy and he becomes very abusive, married or not, right? And I'm trying to escape, and I need to go to these doctor appointments, and I don't want him there. It's for my protection, right? So that's the only reason why HIPAA is very important. And maybe we shouldn't mess with HIPAA. I don't have a solution for what you're proposing, because it is the protection of mothers trying to get away from abusers trumps the dad being there, right? A good mom will always want the dad to be there 100%. But we cannot take the woman's protection away and give it to the fathers. That would be very bad. Okay, continue.
Well, and also you can't force the father to be in the doctor's appointment. There's no doctor's office that says that where if the mother and father were to show up for the doctor's appointment, they're like, hey, dad, you're gonna have to stay here while mom goes through the appointment. Like, that's not how it works. So
I have a question for that.
But yeah, but also the fact of it is like there is a lot of, problems with, men that don't feel it's right with abortion, with women killing their kids, and that's not equality. Like we're talking about equality in the United States right now. That's a big issue that keeps coming up. But the thing is, you know, at the end of the day, when a woman decides she wants to kill that baby or keep that baby, or the man gets stuck on 18 years of child support choosing that he didn't want to have the baby, I'm against abortion all the way. But some other men, aren't. Some other
But
men
I'm
don't
sure
want
that's
to have
why.
life in the United States. But it's just like, if there's going to be an alternative, at the date of the birth, you should be able to sign something saying that you're not subjected to child support if women get to choose the rights to be able to just kill a kid if they want to.
No disrespect. I'm sure that's why it is why people want it to be, partially the reason why people want it to be illegal for abortion. Because of no disrespect, but because of the way you feel. That's why you don't like it, and I completely understand what you're saying. I have no disrespect towards you. I completely understand, man. I've been through it, bro. And at the end of the day, at some point, something's got to give, and they're not just embryos. They're not just like nothing. That's a human being inside of you. You plant a seed. You know what I mean? The seed is that plant. I don't care if it's just sprouting or not. It's still a seed. It still turns into a plant. It's still the same difference. And at the end of the day, something's got to give on this abortion stuff, because I don't think it's okay either.
Love you, girl. See you later.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I feel like men need to have more rights too. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of, I know some single fathers, but in the court of law, you have both parents where, both of them make money and they're both good parents. And a lot of the time, women get full custody of their kids, and, the dad only gets to see them on the weekends when the dad could be a better parent. And that's just what I've interpreted growing up. I don't know if it's the same story for everyone. I know it's a lot harder where I live for a man to get custody of his kids than it is a woman. And, like men's rights matter too, like
Yeah, I'm in Ohio.
the weekends just ain't enough, at trying to be a parent and trying
Look,
to
as a good
Sometimes it's
father,
every other
when my
weekend.
wife, as a good father, when my wife left, we made a decision without any court, without anything. She gets them once a week. I get them once a week, and that's because of who I am as a person. She knows I'm safe, and there are women out there that will probably just do that just because they, whatever the reason may be. You're only getting your kid on the weekend, whether it's whatever fucking helps them. All I know is, in my case, I was able to get my kids for a week just like she had them for a week, Monday to Sunday. It was easy. It was cake. It wasn't nothing. I mean,
Pause.
as a
But, let me get my tongue together. Pause. Post announcement. Everybody, this is one of my rare. I'm very proud of you guys for being here with this background. I'm only muting for background noise. I am so glad that we actually have a bunch of people in the room, 21 people and counting. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the shares out. Let's get on a bigger For You page. We don't really have really solid women or men fighting for men's rights. And yes, somebody did point out that I had a little typo up there. I appreciate you guys for spell checking me when I make these prompts. I make them pretty quick. I'm not really focused on my grammar. I'm not being graded or anything. You know what I mean? Dealer, I saw that comment earlier. I don't know if you heard my response. Fucking wild. Anyway, there's a lot of women that are talking about feminist stuff. Feminism, blah, all men, bear, all this bullshit, right? But we don't really see strong groups of men or women talking about the counter, men's rights, and what Travis up there was talking about. And I just let him preach, and I want to give him all the fucking kudos for being a man and talking about banning women from unaliving your fucking kids. Because now I am gonna talk shit on women. Y'all got so fucking mad at me earlier. Oh my god. So look, women have become despicable. Despicable. They have gone around and been 304s, promiscuous, right? And then they go around not valuing a fucking man, tearing him down. I don't need a fucking man, blah, blah, blah. Then they get fucked by a man, get pregnant by a man, go murder the man's baby, and call it justified because they didn't want to take care of it.
All
Okay,
right, Queen. All right, Queen. I'm at work. I love you so much. All for that. What you just said. I fucking love you. I'm sorry, but I love you. I'm sorry that we came off on a bad note, but I'm at work. I gotta go. But for what you just said, I love you for all of that.
I
Peace,
love you
one
too.
love. You guys have a beautiful day, and I'm gonna follow you and make sure we can get back on.
Yeah, I gotta go to work soon myself, and I'll be off 3 Pacific. So yeah, whenever you get off work, if you see me, I followed you too, love. And I love
Right
you
on.
too, Funk. Have a good day, okay? Don't work too
You
hard.
too. You too. Sorry we came off on a bad note.
It's okay, it happens. It happens.
Have a good day.
You
Bye,
too.
guys.
Bye, Funk.
See ya.
Yeah. Actually, I have like something to say on that talk that you were just talking about.
Okay, go ahead. I think I've said enough.
No,
I think
yeah, that
I
was
made
all
my
good.
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I need to continue a rant on that. I think between Travis and I, we set a
Uh-huh.
pretty clear message. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, so it's like at least with the time frame that we're living in, I actually looked and did a little bit of research because like you were talking about, it's all men till no, well, it's no men, the bear, all that stuff that you're seeing on social media. Like they're forgetting like the fact that when two couples are having kids together, yeah, it's the mother that's going to be raising the kid at a young age, but it's the father that's going to be the one teaching and sending life lessons and how to treat yourself. And if it's a daughter, especially, it's your how that daughter is going to see the father treat his mother, or like how he's supposed to like be
If you
showing
cared about
his
kids
own
dying, you
love.
wouldn't defend Charlie Kirk, you dumb cunt.
Okay, that's cool.
She's a dumb
Anyways,
bitch. Doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
that's cool. All right. Anyways, back to what I was saying. That's how the whole movement's supposed to be of like giving giving like shoot, I just forgot my train of thought. Hold up. As long as you keep treating like your daughters or kids a certain way, that's how they're going to react in the future once they grow up. There's a lot of people that dislike men, and that's all due to like one parent households or toxic relationships. And now that we have social media, it keeps spreading more and more, and it's just trendy. That's what's like messing our generation up, at least what I'm noticing. You guys feel the same way, or nah?
Open panel. Go ahead.
Honestly, to be honest, I mean, even from double parent households, what you can interpret as a person could be different than the next. I'm not going to sit up here and say that I've been perfect my whole life. I've made a lot of, dumb decisions and probably said a lot of dumb stuff pertaining to another gender, pertaining to another race. Everybody has,
Oh yeah,
but
for sure. No one's perfect. I do the same.
yeah, but honestly, I do feel like right now, a lot of men are getting more bash than women right now. I mean, I am in the pile drivers union. I work on skyscrapers every day, and then we have a woman that comes onto our site that lasts a week,
Uh
can't
huh.
do the same amount of work as us, but they still get the same pay grade as the next guy forward, like, and I think that right now there's a lot of difference in equality. I can't, we have to go and hire women so we don't look sexist as a company. But then if I try and go get into nails and go into a beauty salon and try and get into that profession, it is way more extremely hard for me to get in than it would be a woman to be able to get in.
And they talk a lot more trash too. Like because I work as a wildland firefighter, and I get the the environment that we'll work in, the stuff that we talk about. But if it's reversed, like you're talking about the nail salons or hair places, yeah, they'll probably won't even hire you unless you're like super feminine. But if they do and you're a straight man, they're just gonna pretty much be bashing you behind
Same
your
with
back.
being a barista. Same with that. There's so many jobs that aren't looked onto the same account as women for men. So I mean, you can get one, if you're a straight man, probably from an insider point of view. But you know, yeah, I mean, I definitely do discredit a lot of men. A lot of men make poor choices, have bad morals, and at the end of the day, this world should be based upon your morals and who you want to be as a person. I don't think that, you know, gender or anything should have anything to do with it. It's just whether you're a good person or you're not. And if you choose not to be a good person, then, you should be punished for it. Do I
Yeah,
think it's okay that a bunch of women are taking innocent child's life? No, but that's the world we live in today. And, that's what I'm just hoping eventually changes. I hope that, this on men, I go on TikTok a lot now, and it's mostly women bashing men and men hate, and you know like like everyone should hate men. Like, you realize that men have built 90% of this world. And it's not that I'm trying to just call out men, it's just a national statistic. We created Wi-Fi, all the buildings and infrastructure we've created, we've every almost everything has been built by a man. And then to go there and bash men for being a hard worker and trying to support a family and, trying to be the best person you can be is just not okay no more.
yeah. And I spend a lot of times in the outdoors and stuff, and even when I come visit family in more more of city areas, I cannot stop
Okay.
thinking of how
Travis,
much talk.
Travis, love,
Oh,
do me a favor. Try to turn down your phone. Try to turn down your phone just a little bit. Let's see if that gets rid of that background noise.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. You're really quiet.
I have my case on my phone right now. Try to turn down your phone. Right?
I'll just
'Cause-
mute myself when somebody's
no,
talking.
no.
That's
I
fine.
mean, like, try to just turn it down just a little bit. We'll see if it reduces it. I heard that word.
Is
I'd
that
like to
better?
say, hey guys,
A
how are
little
you?
bit.
how's it going?
That is a
Good,
little
man.
better. Yeah. So what happens sometimes is your mic will start to pick up the background, like your um
The
speaker.
background noise. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get you.
your mic will pick up your speaker on this app, and it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be like the other guest, a little quieter. So I figured out if you turn down your mic, and this goes to any other live you might go into, guys. If you guys turn down your phone a little bit, it'll reduce it because even when you're speaking, it's still very like brassy, right? I'm just trying to
I'm
help.
not.
Sorry, guys. I didn't
I'm
mean.
not really understanding dealers' point of view. Test tube babies and artificial wombs.
Yeah, no,
I
I was just looking
personally
at that.
don't agree with that. I think that a
Oh,
lot
that's
of
what they're
women.
trying to do. That's what they're trying to do to get rid of men.
Yeah. Honestly,
Well, good luck.
I think that, women choose to procreate with a bad man and they end up having bad decisions come out of it.
So,
I mean,
you guys,
I know a lot of.
this is controversial, right? But I think that we need to ban sperm banks, right? Ban IVF and ban surrogacy.
I I like I like your thoughts, but I do disagree on some of those things, and I'll just tell you my reasoning of what I think for
So
certain sperm
women
banks.
don't want to. Women don't
Just
want to
come over here
reproduce
and
with
just
men.
run America. I hope somebody come
Women,
over here and just destroy fucking America.
Hello?
What does Mike say? I can't hear you, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Host, why do you think that we should ban that stuff?
Thank you for asking. So go. So or go. Gooch. I don't know. Anyway, so Q. The reason why I say this is because women are no longer wanting to reproduce with men. They're going around saying, "I don't need men. I'm trying to get bone marrow to reproduce on my own." So let's ban sperm banks so men stop giving them sperm so they can inject themselves with babies to become single moms on their own volition, right? Let's
The
stop.
the right the right way, because there are some men that like we don't have any bull.
Hold on. So, when women have a way to seek sperm from men without actually being involved with men, they're cutting out men from the process of raising children because they don't like men, right? Specifically. And then the IVF goes into, and surrogacy goes into finding somebody else to have your kids for you. And a lot of women hire surrogacies and surrogates so they don't ruin their body. That's primarily why rich people hire surrogates. A lot of women with infertility are more likely to opt for adoption than surrogacy, right? And that's a big, well known fact. So, surrogacy is basically renting somebody else's womb so you can have a kid, right? And they can, women can go and have another woman have, like, ruin their body to have their biological baby. I think that's playing God, and I think that's really fucking weird. And IVF goes along with my abortion argument, right? You're basically creating all these little humans, and then when when too many implant, right? They abort the number of implantations that you don't want. So they're basically flooding women with babies just to murder them, right? And it's playing God again. I don't believe in playing God, and I don't believe in cutting men out of the reproduction process. Therefore, it's sexist to have all three of these services, and instead we need to go back to the way it was when we had the natural reproduction cycle, not all
Okay.
science reproduction cycle.
Okay, I understand your point of view a lot, but there is some problems with that. See, the fact is it was an ex, but me and my ex, she ended up miscarrying at 6 months. The doctor basically said that she could never procreate another life because of how bad she was with
Yeah.
being anemic. So at the end of the day, if I would have chose to
Wow,
be with her in the
anemic?
future.
Anemia can be fixed. That doctor is a quack and doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
No, they tried giving her
Nope,
different
nope,
pills in
nope,
order to.
nope, nope. I don't trust doctors. And anemia is low iron. So, with dietal changes and supplements, you can fix anemia. So, I don't want to fucking hear it. All women are anemic, by the way, because we have our periods. It's scientifically proven. Women naturally have lower iron than men. I'm sorry. You can't talk to a woman about women's things and expect me not to be fucking educated. Like, right?
Then
Anemia is.
I have a question.
And you could be a little compassionate because have you ever lost weight?
Hello?
Excuse me. I lost my compassion. How many days has it been now? About 16 days ago, y'all. About 16 days ago, my compassion was assassinated.
Do you even know what compassion is?
Yeah, I used to have it.
Can you tell me
Right?
what compassion is,
Right?
please?
Why should I have compassion for women that want to unalive their babies inside their womb?
I was not trying to upset you or be disrespectful in any
Oh, I'm
way.
not
I'm
upset, TJ. I'm very
okay.
passionate.
Compassion would be that idea that like you take on someone else's
Why do
feelings
you guys
without
keep
your own.
saying that? She continuously says how chill she is. I'm so confused on why you guys keep apologizing. And she's literally chilling, just educating.
Oh, I just didn't know if she was upset or not. I was just putting in my apology. I wasn't trying to upset her. I was just putting in my own points. I don't trust doctors either. I kind of agree with her on that. My brother is going through numerous eye surgeries to get his eye back, and after going through, 5 different surgeries, they're telling us that we're now going to need a stem cell donor in order for him to get fixed with his eyes. So, they just were trying to do loopholes on the amount of money that they could waste. Because it's a lot of money for stem cell surgery. So they were trying to basically do
Do you
anything
know
to
where
not have
stem
to
cells
pay.
come from? Do you know where stem cells come from?
Yeah, our blood, bone marrow.
Mm, yeah and no. They really come from like the babies giving them to us, right? Like you can get a lot of stem cells from a fetus.
Yeah, I know they did they were putting in membranes, but to try and heal his eye quicker. But he I'm gonna need to come forward, and since we have the same blood type, I'm gonna be able to do stem cell surgery to help fix his eye. It's not coming from any baby or nothing like that. Because in order to do that, they would have to get it from an unalived baby, and they would have to weaken his immune system, and basically if he got sick he could just instantly die, so we
Well,
decided to just
Travis, that's another reason why I'm against IVF and all of the things, right? Because they use a lot of the discarded material for stem cell research. And yes, stem cell research is amazing, but I think we should do it in a more humane way. I think that if, and I know it's tragic, right? But I think that if a mother goes to a hospital and she loses, I'm just muting you for the noise. So if a mother goes to a hospital and tragically loses her child, she should have the option to donate her child to science. Just like we as adults have the ability to donate our organs to either medical, like for somebody else, or for scientific purposes, right? If we have a rare disease, adults can sign a paperwork saying that, hey, I would like you to study this. So I think that it would be a lot more humane instead of creating fetuses by lying to men and women about where their genetic material is going, right? And there's a lot of cases of this. You can look at what is her name, Coraline, Charlotte. I don't know. I have to talk to Allie to get the fucking case, but there's a baby that was basically the doctors convinced the mother to have an abortion, right? Um, they convinced the mother to donate the baby to science, but they they basically convince, like, it's just this whole long story, and then they did very very bad things, and now they can't find where the baby's remains are, and they want the baby's remains back because the way that the doctors did the paperwork was fraudulent and inhumane. It was all coercion. It was just this whole big story. But I think that women should be able to literally scientifically just um make a choice instead of being lied to, instead of being manipulated. And I don't think that we should be in labs creating babies just to unalive them to study stem cells. I think that's really fucking odd, man. And I think it's playing God on a way bigger fucking level than we ever should as humans. And then IVF also leads to genetic research and modification. And we've already seen that with the CRISPR app. We've seen a lot of really fucking horrible things come out, like cloning. They're trying to do human cloning. And that's what Dolly the fucking sheep was. I'm old. I'm sorry. I'm aging myself with all the things that I've experienced personally in my life. But all of these things have shown me not good things about humanity playing God with our genetics and our reproductive materials is how I'm gonna put it, right? Egg, sperm, whatever. I don't like it. It gives me the biggest fucking ache in my bones ever since I was a kid learning about this shit, right? Studying all of this new stuff in school, talking about Dolly the sheep and how cloning is amazing because now we can do this and this and this and this and this. And I'm like, you're playing God. That, like, humans should not do that. That is mad science shit. And we're just like, no, it's cool. Sorry, I just went on. That's my TED Talk. I'm sorry. I got passionate, y'all.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in life.
Can I kick the hornet's nest?
I'm sorry, what?
I said, can I kick the hornet's nest? So I read your prompt and I was talking. I read your prompt and I was talking in the chat about men's rights and the issue with that are facing men today. I am 52 years old. I've been married 31 years to a wonderful man. But I was raised with a liberal mother who, when I say liberal, I mean she was a burn your bra kind of mother who taught me most of my life that you don't need a man for anything. And then she'd say you need a man for two things. One you can buy toys for, the other you can learn how to do yourself. So I was raised to be very independent, to take care of myself and not depend on anybody, and definitely never depend on a man. My mother said all men were dogs, but as I watched the life she lived, I determined that if all men were dogs, all women were pigs because they did the same things, they were just better about it. And then I met a man who most people today would call him toxic, who takes care of me, who protects me, who does things in my life as far as taking care of me and protecting me that my mother didn't do. And you ask, what faces them at my age, I can tell you 30 years ago, you seen manly men on TV. It wasn't toxic. Now, when you see the normal family on television, the woman's in control and the man's a wuss. He's not supposed to have an opinion. He's not supposed to do this. He can't feel this way. He can't think that way. And we've taught the men of today that if you have an opinion that a woman disagrees with, you're wrong, shut up, or we'll take you to court. We'll sue you. We'll cancel you. And it's crazy. Everybody can have an opinion but a man. You can't have a baby. I don't give a flying flip what they want to do down the road. Right this minute and for all eternity, you cannot have a baby without a man. But yet that man can't have a choice in your actions. That baby is half his DNA. Period.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I was actually getting a little hyped up.
Yeah, I was getting a little hyped up too.
I mean, what is wrong? You can't look, listen, like I said, I was raised to be very independent. But honey, I ain't took a trash bag out in 33 years. I do not have to reach for the top shelf. And y'all may think this is funny, but I'm 5'2". There are things that, my husband just does. And the safest place in my world is in his arms. And I know that he will do anything to protect me up to his life. Now, if that's toxic, I'll take toxic any day.
There's
You can keep your soy boys. You can keep your soy boys. We need to put all boys on a farm from the age of 10 to 14, teach them how to work,
in the
make
sun.
men of them.
Hell yeah.
I've learned how to work without being on a farm, but I agree.
But you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. just
I mean, we tell them you can cry. Well, yes, you can. I've seen my husband cry. But I tell you what, it's not because of somebody hurt his feelings. I mean, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Say what you want to, but men should not have to walk around in the United States of America afraid to tell a woman she's beautiful, afraid to ask a woman out, afraid it's not a woman when he does it. Men should not have to deal with that.
Woo! Yeah.
My mother beat the crap out of a man one night because he was cheating on her. Do you know where we had just left from? Her other boyfriend's house. If men are dogs, women are pigs. Sorry.
I agree 100% with what you're saying.
Yep.
And it makes me so mad that men who built this country, black, white, Asian, men who built this country are now scared to live in their own country. And women cannot live without men, and men cannot live without women. Y'all can keep trying all you want to. Let's take a bunch of those folks that Travis was talking about. Let's have them building the buildings and see how long it takes you to get an Empire State Building built.
Call your plumber.
Exactly.
Oh, I'd watch that anytime.
When's the last time that you called a plumber and a woman came out? Most women don't want to roll around in crap because we have to do that with diapers. I mean, when's the last time you called an HVAC tech and a woman come out? Look, I will tell you, I found happiness when I realized that my husband and I had different roles in life. Look, I have my master's degree. I was an accountant before I became disabled. I worked and I made the majority of our money. I'm not talking about money rolls, or I'm not a stay-at-home mom. I don't cook 3 meals a day and raise children. But the roles I'm talking about is for him to be the man, for him to take control, for him and for you to sit back and know that all those responsibilities and things that you have going on, somebody else shares that with you. And when I figured out that I didn't have to wear the pants and he figured out he could, I have the most fabulous marriage. And I would hurt you over my husband. And he would kill you over me, or unalive you over me. And I'm sorry. I said I was going to kick the hornet's nest. Most women say they don't feel this way. And I understand that they've been brainwashed not to. And it's on TV, it's in music, it's everywhere. So it's not all their fault, men. Women are being taught to feel this way.
Men are too, that's why they're killing themselves so much.
Yep,
exactly.
I don't know if you heard my husband, he said men are too, and that's why they're killing themselves so much.
The suicide rates for men have went up dramatically.
Oh yeah.
Over years and years and years. It's getting crazy how many men kill themselves. I've had 2 best friends that I have to go to their graves for now. And right now,
Hey, you have to say it alive. Hey, you have to say it alive. You have to say it alive.
I got something to add to that.
Please. It will trigger the algorithm. It will.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Mod, Jay, will you let those people up?
Hey, I got something to add to that one. That rate is like. Oh, did I get told to hold on?
Oh no, I got it. No, I'm gonna mute. Hold on. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I got some. So like a couple years ago, with my job, like as a wildland firefighter, I got struck in the back of the dome. I pretty much messed up my head pretty good. And I remember first trying to talk about it to the girl that I was seeing for a little bit at that time. And once we kind of called it off, I was like, hey, this just isn't working well. I kind of got to go back home. I want to be closer to my family. And her words were, wow, that tree must have really messed up your dome, huh? No sympathy, no nothing. The one person I was able to like actually talk to about, and I looked at her, I told her, like, look, if this was anybody else, that probably would have set them over the edge. I have enough restraint not to like do anything to you right now, but yeah, no, it, and I had to like sit on that. Not until pretty recently I started opening up a little bit more, but like, yeah, just some of the audacity that a lot of girls would like pick and choose out of your conversations that you are having with them at the whatever flip of the switch they will use, and that's a hard learning point that is going on because there's a lot of people often themselves that can't open up, works hard, the daily life of just being a man, anywhere you're going, getting trash talks on social media, hassled at work, and then still trying to provide. It's just a completely different ball game right now. I feel like that.
Well, you guys sound young, so let me just tell you this, and I will drop. If you want to be a man's man, be
Don't
it.
go. Don't go.
If you want to be a man's man, be it. There are women out here who want that. And don't change. Don't act like a soy boy if you're not a soy boy. And find a woman who wants to live the life that you want to live, not somebody
Damn
who's
straight.
good and for the moment. Find
Golly.
somebody who wants to be a part of that nuclear family and do you. And if there's enough of y'all that will do that, then society will start to change back.
I mean, that's kind of how it is already. It's like we'll all hang out in different groups. Like I don't hang out with like soy dudes, like soft hand dudes, just due to like there's nothing in common. You can't talk the same language. They're talking about, oh, my stocks is here, oh this. Dude, I'm working. This
Yeah,
is
up
like
your
my
ante.
only
Yeah,
day
up your
off.
ante, bro. Up your ante. Don't do what you do if you think it's bad, which I don't think you think your life's bad, but do better. And if you think hanging around people like that is better for you, do that. They're
Oh
talking about
no.
stocks. They're talking about, do life. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just
I
one step
go ahead.
higher. One step
Yeah.
higher. You know what I mean?
No, he said
Yeah,
he
I
does
was
not want
just
to be
giving it
with
as
people
more of
talking
a
about stocks.
I was just giving it as like a reference. There's like certain groups of people that you would hang out with and like people you won't. Like I don't really put myself in those circles. I only hang out with the dudes I work with on my crew, and that's it.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Really, I actually wanted to ask, because now that you're up here, can you elaborate on your claim when you came up here?
Hello.
Are we talking about Cameron?
What?
No, I'm talking about silly.
Silly. Okay. Oh, he's muted. Oh, they're muted. Sorry now. Sorry.
Last time I heard, he was just like saying, "Oh, bro's talking about stocks or something." I'm like, dude, it's just a reference. There's just different conversations. There's
No, that
yeah,
was me.
stocks is cool.
I'm saying if you feel like your life isn't where it needs to be, that was me talking about like hanging out with somebody that does shit like that. Because if you feel like your life isn't where it needs to be and you're not hanging around people that do the same you do, that means you're only trying to up your ante and do better for yourself. There's no need to hang around people that keep you in the same boat, in the same float. You know what I mean?
No,
If
I
there's,
got you.
but I didn't mean no disrespect by that.
No, that wasn't you. It was
Oh, okay.
the dude above you.
Yeah, he gone.
Billy, I heard it like a little something as I was just trying to get my kind of hard when you're trying to like find the right
Hello?
certain
Yeah,
words
dude, that dude was in
to
the
get in.
comments talking shit too, man. Don't pay him no attention.
Oh no, I was just kind of kind of like roasting him a little bit. I was like, dude, this is just straight up. I already got my own place, moved out 22, and all I do is just work because one day I want property and be able to like provide for like my future family. Don't know when that's gonna be. I'm learning different trades,
I
doing what
wanna
I need to do. That's it. That's how I was told.
Well,
That's
I
what
wanna
I
I wanna
want.
talk about something that's like close to me that like hits home for me that I think maybe a lot of other guys can relate because they might be struggling with the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Once I've realized, what it was for me, like my life's 110% different. So a little bit of backstory. I grew up in a rough, environment. Like I'm sure a lot of guys my age did as well.
Mm-hmm.
And something I didn't even realize I had did. I created an alter ego, so to speak, as like a suit of armor,
Yep,
to
I've
protect
done that.
myself from like all the abuse and shit
Yeah.
as a child. And as I got older and matured into an adult, that created a lot of conflict within me because I didn't know I had this suit of armor. I didn't even know I was wearing it. I thought that's who I was. And come to find out, that's not at all who I was. It was just a version of myself that I created to protect myself. And once I realized that, and I was able to isolate it and give it its own, identity, I can, decipher the difference between who I am and that past version of myself.
Yeah.
So if any other guys are struggling with something similar, bro, and y'all need somebody to talk to, like I'm here for you guys. Like I will sit and talk to you all fucking night if we have to. Like I've got nothing better to do.
I feel that.
Much respect on your name, man.
Hold on. I am so fucking proud of
Yeah,
you.
big W need. Big W,
Yeah,
bro.
Hold on.
big W.
Hold on. Hold on. Hero. I'm very proud of you.
I'm proud of myself too. Like that was a huge step for me.
Well, I'm extremely, extremely proud of you, especially with everything that we've gone through. I'm so fucking proud of you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you so fucking much.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like a lot of guys my age are going through similar shit, man. And if I can offer them help so they can be better at who they are, like I'm for it.
I really
Good stuff.
hold on. I've always cared about you, but damn, hero. I can't even explain how proud of you I am with everything that we've talked about and everything that we've been through. Like just knowing you, like off this app, off of this screen, hearing those words, everybody is fucking powerful to me. And I know that we've both overcome a lot since we met each other. And yeah, please reach out to that man. That man is very fucking smart. And he's taught me a lot about myself. So if you guys need anybody, a male support, go to him. If you guys want to talk about female stuff, you guys want to get a more mindset on, what women think, come to me. Like, I promise, we're going to be here for you. He might be tough love, and so will I, though. Just keep that in mind. We don't sugarcoat. Well, he might be a little softer. He's,
No, I still don't sugarcoat shit.
but we don't sugarcoat. So keep that in mind if you do come to us.
I was raised with like a lot of sugar, like being sugar coated, and I think that's what like helped me, like in today workforce and stuff. But that's kind of like the thing that a lot of people now, when they're younger, being taught certain things, it's super sugar coated. Then if they're going into sports, a lot of sports can show you like mental toughness, like wrestling. I went back to help out with my wrestling team, and one of the new coaches is completely softening up like how the coaching just do on parents, like, oh, I don't want my kid doing this, oh, all this stuff. But what I end up helping and telling them was like, look, this may be rough right now, but give it a couple years. Whatever we're learning here, will help that individual in the workforce for sure.
Workforce, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I wrestled for
Because
12 years. I agree.
Dario, I know you wanted to say something about men's issues and what they're facing today.
Yes,
Okay, so you have
of
the
course.
floor now, so go ahead.
Well, I wanted to say for the fact that men are facing a lot of discrimination and hate in society, and there are a lot of reasons for why.
Slow down
We're
a little
suffering
bit.
an incredible amount of discrimination and hate. Okay, men are suffering a lot of hate and discrimination in society, and we are suffering hatred and discrimination because of the fact we're trying to be sentimental, open-minded, we're trying to express our feelings. For example, when I used to be a child, I used to be, for example, very expressive, very open-minded, and some other people mocking me for it, saying I had to be, this way, I had to act a certain way. People didn't understand me. When I look into people in social media these days, I see a lot of people only caring about likes, about, for example, the media presence, popularity, about tendencies. A lot of other problems are created by social media too. For example, people with movements, people with opinions, and social divisions, everything about that. For example, one of I think the biggest movement that generates hatred towards men is feminism. Feminism generates a lot of hatred and discrimination towards men. We're discriminating and hated because of the feminist bias towards us about things that we're violent, we're gonna be bad for women, and a lot of women try to hold their right. For example, say that we're violent, we are people we don't deserve them. When, for example, a lot of men help women, a lot of men, for example, try to be their friend, try to help them grow, try to be so emotional anchors towards them, but we're not looking at it that way. We are basically being mocked, we're basically being discriminated, we're being treated badly. For example, one thing about we don't have that women have is, for example, the freedom to express emotions. I believe that's one thing women have that men don't have these days. The freedom to be able to express themselves openly, because society favors women in a certain way, men aren't favored. For example, men are supposed to be protectors. Supposedly, they're supposed to provide for their families, supposed to work.
Men aren't supposed. Men are protectors. Like men are
Yes,
providers.
this is the societal fact that I want to speak about. Since we are supposed to be looked that way, children, for example, teenagers are supposed to grow up with that ideology, and since we grow up with that ideology, a lot of people can feel miserable, lonely, if they basically don't be able to function that fact. If you can basically be able to, for example, please a woman, if you can please someone, if you're supposed to be emotional and you can express it, some people feel miserable. A lot of men unalive themselves, in their own lives, feel lonely, feel misunderstood. I have seen a lot of people in social media who are already expressing that, not being able to express their own feelings, thinking that, well,
Well,
they.
hold on, hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there. You're putting out a lot of information like really fast, and I kind of want to touch on some of it. So like with men being emotional and shit like that, like I agree, men should be able to be emotional. But if you have a spouse, if you have a partner, like a woman, you can't be vulnerable in front of your woman because she's gonna view it as weakness. Like yes, you can let her know your concerns, but
You're
don't let her know that that you don't know what you're doing. Because she's gonna view that as a weakness.
No, if you have
And
the right woman, she'll
a man
view that as
sets
a
the
strength.
tone. Like a man sets the tone. Like when you get home from work, you're
Yeah.
you're straight up setting the tone for your family. Like if you come in and you walk through that door exhausted and defeated, that you're setting the tone of how the rest of your day is gonna go.
I
Here,
believe I
hold
believe
on,
if
hold
there is.
on. I know you can hear
Like
me. Don't
there's
do
there's a
that.
lot of responsibility that comes when being a man. Like there's a lot of aspects that comes with being a man, and unfortunately, a lot of these guys like, and I'm not saying all of them. Like there's a good bit of men that do understand, like all of these aspects, and they do have all of their ducks in a row, and they are living their life the way they want to live. And if you talk to any guy that is happily married, that is, in a good relationship with a woman, he'll tell you like, yeah, I call the shots. No, I don't let my wife help me deal with my problems. No, I don't tell my wife my problems.
Hero, would you would you also agree that a good woman should be your best friend? Therefore,
Um,
that woman should not sit there and shame you. And
I
yeah, no,
think you
I
should.
agree. I
I
agree with
think
what
that
you were
things
saying.
that concern your
Uh,
family, you should talk to your spouse about. You know, y'all should collectively make decisions together. But as far as your problems go, you need a bro for that, dude. Like, you need a bro to
that's
talk
true.
to, somebody that's gonna like listen to you and not judge you. That's what a bro's for.
I
Well, wait,
was
wait, 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 wait,
just
wait, 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 stop. Okay, hold on, Coco. Sorry, Coos, hold on. So, would you agree that not all women are going to judge you, but it is a vast majority of women that feel differently when they see vulnerability in a man?
Yes, and yeah, and it's like you don't have to look far to see it. Like look at a like we talked about it earlier. When you treat a woman good, when you treat her like $100 bill, she does not respect you. The minute you start degrading her, the minute you start acting like you can do a lot better than her, she's all about you. And that's not anything wrong with women. They're meant to be like that. You know,
Okay,
because they're meant to seek out the strongest and the best.
wait a minute. So, the only thing is I'm going to give a contrast to that because I'm going to use personal example. I like it when a man is sweet to me, but not so sweet that they let me get away with my bullshit, right? I need a man that's going to call me on my bullshit. And I cannot be overly sensitive when he does that, right? And so it's kind of a mix. A woman doesn't like a pushover. I think that's what I was trying to say earlier, Hero. If a woman gets with a man that she considers to that man letting her get away with the bullshit, she's gonna see him as weak. She's going to start walk. You want to go outside? Come on. She's gonna start seeing him as somebody that woman can dominate, and that's not good, right? And so that's why we need a man that doesn't love us as much as we love them. I don't know, it's a weird dynamic, and I know it sounds weird when I say it, but think about it deeper, and you'll be able to understand what I mean.
Yeah, like once you accept that a woman is doing what she naturally does, then it changes everything. It changes every fucking now you know what to do. Now you know how to act. Now you know what to talk to her about.
I can understand partly, but I just have to disagree only
I have to
because
too.
um you can go to a bro, that is fine. However, if you're going to said bro all the time, that's an issue because we're supposed to be soulmates and you should be able to confide in me with anything and everything.
No, ma'am. I
I have
wouldn't.
a question for that. So my my girlfriend right now that I plan on like building like a future with, she did talk to me about that stuff, and I told her that I talked to like one of my brothers that um we both do the same job, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm not able to talk to, or I don't want to like put onto my girlfriend because I know like she already worries for my safety when I go on fires. It's kind of hard talking to her and just like, oh yeah, these people almost got crushed over here
Yeah, like you
on this
can't.
instance. I can talk to bro about it and it
I
would help
agree.
me, but I can tell my girlfriend, hey, this is what I'm feeling right now.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna it's just gonna take a little bit. I have 3 days at home. I just want to give you that time, but I have to talk with my buddy because some of the things that is going on, it's not easy to talk to, and it's gonna
It's not for
turn into a
her.
big conversation.
Okay,
Can
we
I
can
say
just
something?
definitely agree to disagree. But yeah, I see what you guys are saying, but I just still disagree.
Yeah, I honestly disagree too. I've been with the same woman for 5 years now, and I've bawled my eyes out in front of her. I've told her the problems I got going on with work. I tell her everything, and she just sits there and listens, just like any bro would, and she just comforts me when I need her the most.
Maybe she
And
is a bro, dude. Maybe you lucked out.
Okay, so wait a
Hello.
minute, wait a minute. May I chime in? So listen, you should find somebody that you can talk to about all those things. But what we're saying is, I, as a woman, will not have the same understanding as some of his issues as other men will. And especially what Cam was saying, sometimes men understand. Yeah, I want to mute you, love.
I want
But
I want to say
some
something.
I'm speaking.
I'm sorry.
My fucking God, bro. I literally asked if I can speak on my own live to show respect to your guys' conversation, and you still felt the need to fucking interrupt and try to take control. How weird. God damn. So, when I look at it, I think that we are looking at it the wrong way, right? So, in a relationship, men need to absolutely be able to turn to other men. A woman is not going to understand everything that man is going through, right? But another man might. And so, for the best friend relationship to work, you cannot go to your woman and express every little tiny stress, or she's going to start to view you in a different way, right? That traditionally happens. As a woman that's been through it, I know it's true. Go ahead.
I have honestly never dealt with that once. The She knows how hard my job is. She knows what I go through on a daily basis. I mean, I pick up, 200 pounds of steel all day and drag them. When I get home, I can barely move, So, honestly, I think it is kind of a woman's place to sit there and comfort her man. That's just my opinion. I mean, I've talked to her
Not
about
about every
everything.
fucking little thing. And I have seen men cry, and I have been there to comfort them, and I have been there to talk to them and never judge them, which is why men like to actually come and talk to me. Because I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, you're a little bitch." No, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna try to understand. Um, but at the same
Um,
time, if you're putting all of your emotion, or it becomes a burden, right? Now you're becoming an emotional burden because you're using her for all of your emotional needs instead of A, handling them yourself, figuring it out, or B, right, turning to somebody that will understand your point of view a lot better, aka a male.
Well, yeah, I mean, I go to my buddies about certain things, but I mean, honestly,
So are you
my
agreeing with us
my
or disagreeing with us? Now I'm
um
confused.
disagreeing because honestly, I feel like me personally in my relationship, maybe may be a different factor for you, maybe it may be a different factor for other women. From my personal relationship, any news that she can help me out with, she wants to help me out with, and that like anything that I have emotional discomfort about, she wants to know about, and she's there to talk and guide me with it through it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's cool and all, and I'm glad you're
Hey,
able to do that in your relationship. But we're talking like as relationships in general, like the big picture. Like not everybody's gonna have the same experiences in personal like current relationships, but just like looking back throughout your life, like you can obviously like tell, okay, yeah, I've had a relationship like they're describing.
I believe For example, can I say something?
Yeah.
I believe, for example, in relationships, for the fact that, well, Hero, you say something about being weak. You say something about weakness, right? What was it about weak?
I'm just saying, if you open up to a woman and you start letting her know every little problem you got, it can be viewed as weakness. Yes.
Well, I believe the truly weak thing is not being able to open up. If you're in a relationship where you can open up everything you are basically going and thinking, who is the weak one? To be honest, I will not be in a relationship with a
I
woman.
think. Hold on, real quick. I don't think not opening up is considered weak. I think not being able to deal with your problems properly is weakness.
I guess it depends on the problem. For example, yes, everyone should be able to handle the problems and not rely too much on others.
Because in all reality, like there's going to be problems that only you are going to be able to fix. Like nobody else is going to be able to help you do it.
But still, emotional. For example,
Well,
the emotional
that's what your
encouragement.
bros are for.
Yes, emotional encouragement from people close to you and from your partner should be able to help you overcome it.
Yeah, they say the strongest bonds are between a father and his son, and a guy and his best friend. Are the strongest bonds there is.
Why do you think that?
Because if you find a lifelong best friend, there's nobody's gonna replace him.
My
Just
life,
like nobody's gonna replace your son.
my lifelong best friendship was with my mother and with my friend, and she's a woman. To be honest, I never had that kind of relation.
You've never had another male
Yo,
best friend?
Hero, can I ask you a question? Hold
Yo,
on,
what's
can
up?
I ask you a question? Have I been there for you pretty consistently
Um,
as a woman?
yeah. Yeah, you've been there for me as a woman. There was this one time I was sick and I asked you to stay on the phone with me until I fell asleep and you straight up did.
Yeah, I was worried about you. So, do I ever like make you feel like shamed? Right?
Have you ever made me feel shit? No.
Okay. Thank you.
But then
I
again,
just
have
wanted
I
to,
ever opened up to you about my personal problems?
yeah, a few times. I have to you
Whatever.
as well. You never made me feel ashamed. You've helped me. You've given me a lot of guidance.
For
But
sure, for sure. I'll do that for anybody.
yeah, I never felt like you made me feel ashamed, right? So I feel like there can be good friendships between women, and men. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of women out there that aren't like me, right? That are very toxic. In fact, that will say I get the ick if I see a man be vulnerable in any way, shape, or form. In fact, Hero, the other day you had a really bad day at work, and you came on live, and I let you vent about it. In fact, I let you take over the live to vent about it because I wanted you to be able to get your frustration off your chest. Like, I wanted you to be able to speak freely, and so it depends on the type of people. But I'm noticing a big fucking trend with women, even shaming me as a woman. So maybe we need to open up our eyes and figure
Yeah.
out that men shouldn't really be vulnerable with other women because a lot of women will shame men, turn them away, or get the ick, right? Thank you for using our relationship as a good example, Hero. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, anytime.
But I feel like, like how you were saying, you can only open up with your bros. You can't open up with your woman, but bros defines as a man.
Yeah,
And you are opening up with her. So that's why I was kind of,
let me
a little
rephrase
bit.
that. I don't want to say that you should never open up to your woman, but like I highly discourage it. Like yes, some things open up and like be vulnerable with her. Share that moment with your partner, but like just be mindful about what you're opening up about.
Yeah, of course. I feel like there's anything that you have to be mindful about opening up about,
Yeah.
especially I feel like, you're putting yourself in danger, stuff like that. Maybe be mindful about,
Yeah, every
like
time
what
you
you do
form a
for work,
thought,
stuff
you're
like
putting
that.
yourself
But,
in danger.
I feel like women are naturally nurturers and women want
To
to be
children.
there to,
Women are
no,
natural
just,
nurturers to children. Once that child becomes a man, it's a completely different story.
That's not true.
I don't
Why?
think that's
Why
true
does it
either.
become indifferent?
I'm just
Well,
I'm just calling it how I see it.
Well, I mean, that's your personal perspective. I feel like everyone has their own personal perspective on anything in life, and maybe that's the way that you've been treated in life or
It's
what
what I
you've
see.
seen in life. Yeah, no, I'm saying that's what you see in life, Not everybody has the same story or same outcome as you, and I just feel like, this is why everything needs to be addressed out in the open, and this is why this is a really good podcast to talk about on it.
Yeah, so like my biggest thing is if y'all take anything away from this shit is just police yourself, Like don't blame somebody else because you got upset. Just police yourself. Understand what's making you upset and deal with it.
I think the
Well,
main problem is people opening up to American women because American women have become so masculine as of lately to where um, my second wife is not from here. She's
Hold on.
from Peru, and
I
it's
want to
very
add.
different.
Hell yeah.
I
It's
want to add a
very
caveat. I want to add a caveat to what I said earlier with Hero. I had to get to know him. He had to get to know me. I didn't just willingly open up about my life until I trusted him. He didn't open up to me about shit until he started to trust me, right? And so, like, my behaviors, my actions, how I was, like, just overall who I was. So, let's just add that caveat that even when we want to open up to somebody, sometimes there's things that we don't trust that other person with, no matter how long we've known them or how short of a time we've known them. Like you have to like be really like aware of like what like Hero was saying. You have to be aware of the information you're willing to tell these people, because I've even had stuff thrown in my face when I opened up to people. That made me put up a wall as well. And so you have to take time and you have to know how they're gonna, react. I just wanted to throw that in there. Trust goes a long fucking way.
Can you define what you think is considered masculine, Yusa?
oh me.
Yes.
I think it's more of like this and it's not a bad thing either, but I just think it's just an ideological thing to where it's more like this women empowerment that she doesn't need a man, she's independent, which is fine. But I've had a woman that is from overseas that doesn't feel that way, and they still believe in like, and this might upset people, but they still believe in gender roles on the other parts of the world.
I
So,
understand that.
so the thing is that when she sees that her man is upset, she wants to know why he's upset, and then because you're like supposed to be the leader of the house, and she looks up to you as the leader of the house. So if the leader is upset, then something's really wrong, and she wants to actually listen to you and talk to you more about it. But you have all of these things
You gotta give
constantly.
like a 2-minute warning. As soon as I pull in the live's gonna end. But I do get off at 3 today, unless they want me to work later. Pacific, not Eastern, by the way.
I gotta go, guys. It's great talking, guys. Take care.
Everybody
Hell yeah.
get
Be safe. Have a
All
good
right, I'm gonna
time.
follow
be on
Bye.
here
Hero.
later.
Everybody follow me. Everybody follow each other and make connections, and we'll come back later.
Later.
Bye.
Ahora de cualquier